Hey guys, my name's Chris. Welcome to Homestead Hustle, a brand new YouTube channel. That's something I've been dreaming about for actually a couple years now. It's just one of those things I couldn't figure out a name for it, or I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it. And then I finally watched another YouTube video about, hey, just go out and hit record and start putting yourself out there. So here I am. I'm a Navy veteran. I did 22 and a half years in the Navy. I'm a jet engine mechanic by trade, and then retired from that. I started a pressure washing business. I specialize in the paver sealing side of everything, but which is really popular down here in Florida is pavers. And then about a year and a half ago, we bought this property here where I'm standing at. We got about 19 and a half acres up in Northeast Florida. Um, just had a 30 by 40 garage / shop put in a little over a year ago. We got a barn that needs some rehabbing. And I've done a bunch of work already that, I wish I would have documented, but I was just too afraid to do it. And so finally here I am starting fresh. So, yeah, we got, like I said, 19 and a half acres. We got two pastures. It's kind of one pasture, but it's separated by a creek. But we call it two different pastures. We have a north pasture and a south pasture, and then our front yard. So, but really excited to get this thing going and growing. Hopefully you guys like the channel and you maybe benefit from it. Things I kind of want to do, just kind of, just telling a story about what I'm doing. I got some repairs to some fencing. I've got 20 acres of fencing that needs to be replaced. So kind of some fun projects that way. The barn needs to be pretty much fully rehabbed, with new wood on the outside. It doesn't have any barn doors on it. So we would like to add some livestock later on, whether it be mini highlands or horses or something to that nature. We do have 8 cows right now that are in the pasture. They're actually our neighbor's cows. But they come over here and graze for a couple months, and then they go back over to their pastures and then graze over there to give the fields a rest. Plenty of property maintenance around here, which I've learned going from a 1/4 acre lot to an almost 2 acre lot to now an almost 20 acre lot. It's quite a bit of grass cutting. Right now everything is brown because it's winter time in Florida. It was, down into the 20s last night, which is near death for most of us that live in Florida. But I did grow up in the north, so I'm cognizant of what cold is like, but I'm not used to it anymore. So I'm in a sweater and it's 60 degrees out right now, and I'm still cold. But either way, I'm not going to complain anymore about the cold. Some of you guys I know kind of live in it. So, but like I said, plenty of property maintenance. I got 2 mowers that my son helps me cut. He's got his own riding mower. I got a 0 turn, and then we cut the front. You can kind of see behind me here, we have a front yard, a side yard, and a backyard, and that's roughly 4 acres of grass that gets cut with those. And then I have the pastures, which is the remaining, roughly 15 acres, 16 acres that's cut with our tractor and a 6-foot cutter on that. So some videos coming on that, some videos of us cutting the grass, and then some fence repair, barn repair, pasture maintenance. I got a pond over there that's got some maintenance that needs to be done to it. And like I said earlier in the video, we have a creek that runs through the center of the property. So video coming out really soon on that one, because we're going to go through the creek, clean it up, and maybe it'll flow a little bit better during the rainy season, because it does get stopped up. There's some fallen trees in it and logs, and there was an old bridge that somebody had made years prior that they used to drive their tractors over to get to the other pasture. So we got to clean all that up and get any of the trash and overgrowth that's in the creek right now. But right now it's dry, so it's probably the best time to go in there and get it cleaned out. And then the pond, I got about a 1/4 acre pond that when we first moved into the house was completely covered with weeds and pond growth. You could only see like maybe a 10 by 20 foot section of water. So, but that's fully cleared now. We had a company come out and help us get that vegetation at bay, and then now I'm going to pick up the maintenance on it and kind of showcase, or not showcase, but kind of go over pond maintenance tips. But I'm going to be learning as I'm going. I am not a, perfectionist at any of this stuff. I'm kind of, you know, just kind of learned how to figure things out, watch YouTube videos on how to do things. I'm kind of like that guy that's on that YouTube video where his wife's like, "Hey, you need to go fix the toilet," and then he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go fix the toilet," and then he's watching a YouTube video on how to fix the toilet. So that's me, 100%. But maybe you'll learn some things not to do by trial by fire here. Like I said, I'm not a perfectionist. This is my first YouTube video ever. I'm going to be publishing this real soon, so I'm sorry if there's a lot of uhs and ums in there. I'll work on that, and then we'll go from there. But hopefully, you guys will enjoy this. This YouTube channel. If you can, subscribe, like it, and then comment below too. Like I love getting some constructive feedback. What I could do better, how I could make the videos better. If you got criticism, I totally understand it. I won't take it to heart that much. But there was one thing I won't be doing is welding on YouTube, because I've never welded a day in my life, and I think the cardinal rule is you don't post your welds on YouTube unless you want full criticism about that. But either way, jokes aside, got lots of stuff to do around here, showcasing the property, and then just growing this channel with you, and then like I said before, hopefully you guys like it. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, and by the way, next video we're doing a tool review, so that's be part of the channel as well. Some tool reviews. I've got this. My wife says I have an unhealthy obsession with Harbor Freight, so which I do. I won't disagree with her on that one. But I got a tool that I want to showcase to you guys, and maybe you like it. But hope to see you guys in the next video. And like I said, hit that like, subscribe, and then we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.